Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome back to the Battle for Wesnoth campaign, Liberty. Last time, we started scenario number 7, which is the final scenario of the campaign, and unfortunately, I got a little carried away in the fighting aspect, and I kind of ignored the mission objective here, which if I were to just pop it up here, you can see, is to destroy the stronghold of Halstead. And there was some dialogue at the beginning of the scenario that basically made it clear that I need to go to these tiles here, which you can see highlighted, where there are these hidden trap doors. And if I can get a unit into each of these trap doors, I will basically sabotage the fortress here of Halstead, which is, again, the place where the armies of Wesnoth are gathering their strength to basically launch a siege against the nearby villages and kind of ensure their subjugation. And so we're trying to, again, avoid that. But what happened last episode is I got so bogged down in the fighting that I kind of forgot about trying to pursue the objective. And so this episode, we're going to really have to see if I can sort of make up for some lost ground that I might have kind of, again, dug myself into a bit of a hole. But in any case, we're going to see what we can do and see if we can bring this campaign to hopefully a thrilling conclusion. So again, just to sum up last time here, we did thankfully have 2 of those trapdoors that we've dealt with. So you can see the northwestern one, I guess I would say, as well as the southwestern one. It's the 2 on the eastern side of Halstead that are going to be a problem. So we're going to have to really try to get in there and see if we can basically finish the mission without letting things get out of hand here. In any case, before I dive in, I did just want to give a quick shout out to 2 individuals who left fantastic comments on the previous episode. Those comments are from Thomas Hazelwood and from Albtrom. And both individuals pointed out that, again, I had sort of started focusing too much on the fighting and not so much on the objectives. And I couldn't agree more. Check out Albtrom's comment in particular. He breaks down a lot of the decisions kind of as the first episode went by, where I could have actually done something different and made different choices. So I really appreciate the breakdown there. And Thomas basically said he was yelling at the screen practically trying to tell me, hey, you need to go for the objective. And of course, I'm realizing it now, but hopefully we have enough time. You can see here we're at 12 turns out of 32. So anyway, enough of my yammering. As I said, big thank you to Thomas and to Albtrom for the comments. Now let's see if we can salvage this mission and, like I said, dig ourselves out of a bit of a hole. Now, fortunately, it is our turn right now. So, let's see. Okay, no, actually, I don't want to do that. I was going to say I could move my ranger in, but let's kind of assess this a little more before I start moving my units willy-nilly. So, okay, we need to get to this one, and I think we'll be able to, with our amassed force here, get there. The tricky part is going to be getting to this trapdoor right there, which you can see. And that's where I'm hoping that maybe I can recruit some extra units to kind of help me out with that. So I would like to perhaps recruit a rogue mage. And the reason for that is I believe the rogue mage, okay, has 6 movement. I basically need the most mobile units I can get. Actually, a footpad's going to be better. So let's get more footpads. And because this is the final scenario, I don't really have to worry about my gold. So I'm going to just recruit as many as I can here. Hang on, what does a thief have for movement? Okay, only 6. So yeah, we basically just want footpads. So then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to send my footpads. Let's see, where can he get to? Okay, he can't. This longbowman can't make it to the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to head there. And my plan is to try to send a unit in kind of on a one-way trip to get in there and grab that trap door if possible. Meanwhile, I'm probably going to have to defend Baldras down here because I imagine we're going to come under attack as well. But we'll have to see. Now, back up here, I need to thin this group out and get myself to this particular trap door. Now, thankfully, Lord Maddox's son, Sir Gwydion, showed up and brought a number of his mounted units to basically help me out. So they've been kind of sending wave after wave of these knights and horsemen to basically assist me. But again, they're only providing me some temporary reprieve. I'm still going to have to go in and do the heavy lifting, which, as I said, I need to get to. So let's decide here. We've got this pikeman who needs to die. So let's see. How do we want to handle that? I'm thinking we bring Harper in, perhaps. Maybe Kembe as well. And we just blast with some bow attacks. Unfortunately, it is daytime, as you can see, which means that we're really not doing much in the way of damage right now. Or I should say we're doing less damage because we are at a disadvantage due to being of chaotic alignment. So, let's see. I think, yeah, you know what? I think we'll step over with our ranger and just start attacking. I mean, you know, I hate to say this, but even if I end up losing some of my units here, it really doesn't matter given that this is the final mission of the campaign. And so, as long as I can complete the objective, that's really the most important thing. We're going to leave our Shadow Mage back here to keep healing because obviously not in great shape. Helicrom can move up here because, of course, we're going to need him. Might make sense to move Harper down here, actually. Try to help out with the sling attacks. Again, we just have to make sure Harper doesn't get killed. That would be devastating for us. Oh, and this is not good. This pikeman is getting very close to leveling up. So, we have this huntsman here. I have to decide, do I want to try to pull back, or do I want to advance, or do I want to attack here? Again, we could probably do some decent damage. I really just have to make sure that this pikeman doesn't get a kill, because that would be really unfortunate. Again, might be a good idea to pull the huntsman back just so that we're not overextending here, especially given the sheer amount of damage that's poised around him. So let's do that. We'll pull back. Helicrom can basically advance like this and get in there. We can move our outlaw in, and again, Rorschach is our outlaw who has poison on his melee attacks, thanks to that potion he drank once upon a time. I think we'll just move him in there like this. Meanwhile, our other Shadow Mage, we can advance in to the fort here, along with our rogue. And again, our rogue is actually in kind of rough shape, so we'll have to be careful. We could even advance in and try to help out and kill off this swordsman if we can, or at least do a little bit of damage. Let's do that. If I can kill off this unit or wound him a bit, that'll free up some of these knights to go and do other things. We're going to leave Novus there because, as you can see, Novus is in rough shape. Yeah, and I think that's going to about do it. Ordo, we have to decide, however. And it would be great to get Ordo some health, but I don't know if I can really afford the time investment to get him that health, so let's move him there. Yeah, and I think that's going to about do it, so we'll end our turn there. Let's see what happens next. I'm not optimistic with how this is poised right now. Okay, going after it. Oh, jeez. Harper took some hits there. Oh, man, he needs to dodge those. Okay, he did. Thank goodness. We really got to get Harper out of there. Again, of all the units we have, Harper is the one who absolutely must survive, along with Baldras. Okay, and they're going down to capture villages. That's fine. Actually, there might be a bit of an opening for me to get in there and get to that trap door. And of course, these reinforcements are going to create a real problem for me. Every day, it seems like an additional troop of reinforcements arrives. And that, of course, makes my life that much more complicated. Oh, nice. Okay, there was a kill there. Oh, look at that. Huge damage. Wow. Okay, so Sir Gwydion's troops at least helping me out a little bit. Okay, so now we have to basically send our footpads in. The only problem with the footpad, and I realize this now, is maybe what I should have done is instead recruited thieves, because I think... Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay, it's the rogue that has skirmisher. I was going to say I probably should have recruited a rogue with skirmisher, as that means it can move past enemy zones of control, and that might actually allow them to get in behind. So, yeah, that's too bad. And the thief, of course, can't, so we'll have to see if we can make do with our footpads here, but I don't know. So let's... This one is quick, which means it has better movement, so we'll advance northwards here. We'll send this footpad over to the woods, and then we'll send this one north to kind of start at least getting into the area. We're probably going to come under attack by the bowmen, but at the very least, we can start getting our units up there. Okay, now back here, we need to basically get Harper out of there because he, unfortunately, took some pretty heavy damage. So we're going to pull him back to this village, I think. So then we'll go like this, and then what we'll do is we'll bring Helicrom in, and we can attack one of these two units. Again, we need to kill off this pikeman before it evolves. That's extremely important. So let's use Helicrom to do that, perhaps, or at least try to. I think we'll do this. Shadow Bolt. Nice. Okay, excellent. We really needed that. That's very good. Unfortunately, our Shadow Mage down here took some pretty hefty damage as well. We can try some Shadow Bolts, but if that flail hits us, we're dead, which is not good. Our Ranger here is still in really good condition, so perhaps our Ranger moves over and starts blasting again at this Swordsman. Oh, dang, I was hoping we'd do a little more damage there. Our Outlaw, again, not feeling so great at the moment. Ordo, on the other hand, though, can step up and do some Morningstar attacks here. Oh, we took some damage. Shoot. Okay. Well, at least Ordo was able to inflict some punishment. Rorschach really not feeling great either. I'm thinking maybe I pull him back to the village back there just to heal a little bit. And meanwhile, this Shadow Mage actually, maybe instead of fighting... Oh, and look at this. We can actually go down there. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. It's done. Okay, great. Now, even if this unit ends up dying, at least we've gotten in there and we've managed to sabotage the third, basically, tower. Now it's just this fourth one here in the southeastern portion. And again, I'm going to try to get my footpads in there to do it. We have this rogue, actually, who might be able to do that. Oh, and we could try and get the kill here on the shock trooper, although, again, not worth it. Let's just head over here to where we have high defense, 70%, and let's just hope we dodge the attacks, and maybe we can get over and grab that. Okay. Meanwhile, back here, again, we really don't want to lose this Shadow Mage, but it may end up just happening due to the situation we find ourselves in here. So the question is, do we want to attack or do we want to pull back? Again, 2 flail attacks at 40%. That's a pretty good chance. All it takes is one of them and we die. Yeah, that's kind of a tricky call. I think I'm going to just leave them there and try to attack, do a bit of damage here. Okay, at least we did some work. That's great. And yeah, we'll pull Rorschach back. And we'll move Ellen up. Ellen can attack probably the spearman, I think. Yeah, let's do that and do some bow attacks here. Oh, dang, we took that javelin throw. Okay, we did some work at least. But yeah, we just have to make a last-ditch effort to get to this final trap door. Thankfully, I at least have my footpads here who can hopefully accomplish the feat. Alright, we're just going to double-check that we've moved who we needed to. Novus is still healing. Maybe one more turn for Novus, although, frankly, we could probably send him in now because we're going to need him soon. But let's wait one more, and then we'll move him in. Alright, let's see what happens next. Okay, fantastic. Our ranger. Oh, dang it. We lost that shadow mage. That's a real shame, especially since he was about to evolve, but he got the job done at least. Oh, and there goes one of the knights. Oh, and our other shadow mage is down. Oh no, I hope he doesn't die. Okay, he survived. Oh no. Oh, we lost him. Oh, that's too bad. He was our unit that had poison. Okay, our rogue. Oh, I hope he survives that one. Okay, great. And now we just need to get... Oh, that's not fun. Yikes, those bowmen do a ton of damage. Oh, there goes one of my foot pads. That's no good. Okay, let's see if we can move that rogue in there. That might be our only hope, honestly, at this point. Oh, nice kill there, at least. Excellent. Boy, with that charge, they sure do a ton of damage, but they also take a ton of damage. Ooh, ouch. Okay, thankfully Knight is falling, which we desperately need at this point. Alright, okay, fantastic. So, thankfully, because this rogue has Skirmisher, we can jump over and grab the trap door here, so let's do that. It's done. The stronghold of Halstead began to shake. We can't stay here. The fortress is starting to collapse. Okay, so now at least we've sabotaged all the towers. My assumption is that basically this entire tile set all around here is going to collapse into itself, so we should probably move our units out of there, I'm assuming, at least based on that little conversation there in any case. So what we're going to do is we're going to retreat our troops back to some of these surrounding villages, and we'll send Helicrom up, perhaps, to do some fighting from the village here, I think. So he can attack the pikemen for some shadow bolt damage. Actually, let's see what the damage calculation is. So odds are it's going to be either 36 or 23. About half and half there. Whereas here it would be either 33 or 25. So, or 41. Let's do the Shadow Blast. That could potentially do 24. But if it only hits twice, it does 16. Yeah, let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, we did the most damage there. That's great. Now we need to move in with the remainder of our units here. Again, because we're pulling back. We don't want to be in the danger zone if we can avoid it. And let's get Harper back because, again, he's in rough shape. We want to get him at a village. Everybody else can pull back and start fighting back here, I guess. We'll do some Morningstar attacks with Ordo. Ouch. Nice. Pretty big damage, though. You can see this longbowman really took some punishment. The ranger can also step in and do some sword attacks here. Nice. Ouch, we're taking some hits, though. Okay, that was pretty good, although not ideal. Now we'll try for the marksman kill. Oh, dang. Oh, come on. Are you serious? We missed every shot and we took a ton of damage. That's brutal. In any case, we'll just leave Novus where he is, I guess. And then we'll move down and try to deal with this longbowman here. Melee attacks. Ouch. Yikes. That's not good. We have enough gold here where we could recruit ourselves a rogue mage, perhaps. And then I think we'll end the turn there. Oh, actually, let's get our... Oh, and we can't really get out of there. So we'll just try and do some damage. Okay, and then we'll end it there. The good news is pretty much all the enemy troops are basically in the fortress here. Although, unfortunately, Sir Gwydion's knights are going to probably die. Oh, and they're all just getting killed anyway. Oh, that's so brutal. And again, that's just because we flubbed on all those attacks. We lost our huntsman. Oh, the knights are getting killed. Oh, man. They're putting up a noble fight, though. Footpad getting beat up even more. I'm really interested to see what happens when the towers collapse. I'm assuming that all the units inside the city limits there are going to be killed, but... Oh, no, that unit evolved. That's the worst. Now it's a level 3 unit. I think it'd be working. Everybody, get clear. Okay, so presumably it's going to collapse here next turn. So let's make sure we get out of there, especially with Harper. Ordo just needs... So we're just going to run. We're going to get everybody back. Get kind of as far away as need be here. Helicrom can probably stay at this village. I'm sure that's fine. Let's try for a... Actually, let's try this to get the kill here. Although we would take more damage, so we'll try the Astral Blade, actually. Nice, okay, there's a kill. Yeah, Novus is fine back there. Our poor little footpad can perhaps retreat. And I think that's going to do it for our turn. So let's end it and see if this thing collapses here. Look at this poor knight just utterly surrounded, 1 health left. Unfortunately, this became a master bowman, which is really not good. But hopefully this whole thing collapses. With a thunderous roar and a vast billowing of dust, thousands of tons of stone and wood crashed in on itself. Some of the wreckage tumbled down the steep sides, while the remainder came to rest several hundred feet below ground in the bowels of the hollowed-out mountain. No one inside the fortress would make it out alive. Wow. And there you have it. It looks like we've completed Liberty. So that was really all we had to do. We just had to sabotage Halstead and basically kill off all the Wesnothian forces that were hiding inside the fort. And you can see here that we did. Really, all that was left was just a few fragments of the original army. So just a handful of units were left. I mean, we still would have had our hands full trying to deal with them if we had to, you know, duke it out. Especially since I lost a number of units there in the final few turns. But, you know, we have some pretty powerful units left. I think we would have been able to handle it. Not to mention, we would have still been able to recruit more units. And Sir Gwydion up here was still around to help us out. Although he was really not producing any extra units at this point. So maybe he didn't have enough gold. In any case, though, it looks like that has brought the campaign to a close. So with that, let's see here what happens next. We can just save things real quick. Not that that's necessary, given that this is the final mission of the campaign, but let's see if there's any additional dialogue afterwards. I guess not. Well, let's just see if we end this scenario. Here we go. 03 Scryer's Bloom, 501 YW. It were a real shock. I were so stunned I barely even remember what happened after. Helicrom. I don't know what happened to him. Didn't see what happened to Maddox's son either. Me and Harper and the few of us who survived got up and ran. We be heading back north now, toward Carson and Alensfar. Them patrols seem to be in real disarray, mostly seeming to be riding back south to regroup. It be looking like we really did disrupt Weldon's chain of command. I'm sure them Wesnothians will come back in time, and with Maddock holed up in his stupid tower, they'll eventually siege Alensfar and take the city, but that don't be my problem anymore. I has me a village to worry about. I need to get back, consult myself with Rolana, and figure out what to do next. We got some more time now, but we can't wait forever. 10 Scryer's Bloom, 501 YW. We got back to Dalbin today, but the village were empty. There were a few bodies and some burned houses, but it weren't raided or nothing. Must have been one of them Wesnoth patrols. Curse those damn stinkers. When I first saw the scene with my eyes, I thoughts that we failed, that we was too late. But now that I thinks of it, it be real weird that so few died. The others must have escaped to somewhere, but I didn't see any clues here. I sended Harper off to Delwyn. Hope he'll find something there. In the meantimes, I'll rest this tired body for a little and go see Sis. Maybe pick her up some lilies. Seems like this'll probably be the last time I gets to see her. She'll tell me not to be sad, of course, that life just be a big adventure and filled with fun, that I shouldn't think about stuffs I can't change. The world be huge and vast, much bigger than small little people like me. I don't got the power to change it, so why not try to live as best I can? Besides, she'll say that I still gots me a little piece of her and Harper, so I should cherish the lad. I do, Erwin, I really do. This all be real hard. I don't be no brave soul, nor some great warrior, but I does my best. And I haven't forgotten about all them good times we had together. Somehow, some way, they keeps me going. Me and Harper, we won't give up till the very end. 14 Scryer's Bloom, 501 YW. Harper got back today from Delwyn. Said he didn't find no one alive there, but he did bring back a note he found. Let's see what it says. Baldras, you would have been proud. We fought them soldiers off twice. Gave them a good old thrashing they won't ever forget. But in the end, it weren't enough. We had to run like criminals before they killed us all. I don't know if you and Harper will see this note, but if you do, I'm expecting you to come find us. Remember them old pirate islands we used to hear some of them Alensfar sailors talk about? We be heading there, southwest of the city and past the land's end. See you in the Three Sisters, old friend. Rolana. So they survived. Them islands be a bit far, but I suppose this sack of old bones has one more adventure left in it. The end. Liberty. And now it looks like this will be the credits for Liberty. So this was a fantastic campaign. I had a lot of fun playing it. It was really interesting to get to play as the chaotic units instead of playing as the lawful forces, which has sort of been the majority of what I've played in the previous campaigns. So, as I said, this one was an absolute blast. I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of the campaign itself and of the Battle for Wesnoth moving forward. I'd like to continue to feature additional campaigns, and I'm not sure which one I'll do next, but I might just follow the list and kind of go with the next one. But in any case, if you have a particular campaign you're interested in seeing me play, let me know in the comments. In any case, though, as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.